Scorpio, we are back to make Harry Krishna look like a bad man. So we are back and we are biblical. We're back and biblical. I receive signs from all over the place and I also channel messages and I also follow the sign of my calling. So I have been told by Dave, my spirit guide Dave, me and Dave are back, and my spirit guide Dave told me as a progression forward how to do some different kind of readings. So we're here, Scorpio. This is not Michael Jackson. We're not acting bad boy. We're just we're back with a new invention. So some of you might be back with a new invention or something to do with that, or someone might have come back or go back, or some kind of backwards and forwards approach. Some people have gone backwards, some people have gone forwards. Who knows where we are on this path and this game of life, right, Scorpio? But we are here and we are biblical, and we're going to do in the next 7 days. In the next 7 days of rest. There was a recuperation period of a Sunday, but because there are more days in a week than there are a year, in a century, in a lifetime, it doesn't really matter. So after the day of rest, there was a day of a reckoning. What do you reckon, Scorpio? The day of an awakening, the reckoning, the 8th day. So we see what's going to happen within your 7 days, okay, on the 8th day of the week. But on the 8th day, we go through what's going to happen after the reckoning of the 8th day, okay? So we go forward on your 7th day and what's going to happen. In 7 days time, something is going to happen in 7 days time, Scorpio. Shall we find out? Let's have a look. How you doing, Scorpio? So we're back with a new invention. You might think that you're Ice Cube. Whoever sung that? Back with a new invention. Was it Ice Baby, that bloke? Don't know. Ice, but someone might be ice cold. Ice cold. Oh, you're ice cold. Some of you. You might say no, you're cold, 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 warm, warmer, warmer, warmer. So you might have Leo in your chart, or you might have air in your chart, water. But it's like you're cold, cold, cold. Oh, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer. You might have children, you might be playing games, hopefully not. But hot and cold is what I'm picking up. Hot and cold. You might be taking a bath, but hot and cold. Someone's blowing hot, someone's blowing cold. So we'll see. Don't get confused with people's sun, moon, rising and Venus, because I'm picking up on energy already that's confusing myself. And I have a Scorpio rising. So I am there with you, Scorpio. Scorpios, here we go. So Scorpios, sun, moon, rising and Venus. Tell me what's going to be happening with them in the next 7 days. 7 days time, what's going to be happening within 7 days of Scorpio. Within the 7 days of Scorpio. So God hands you a free will card. They give you a pass card. Now, are you going to pass or are you going to accept? Pass or accept. Coming to or forth. Coming to and forth a new idea, a new project. Somebody that would actually turn up on a date, but pure. But that is an opportunity that's handed from God after sacrifice. After sacrifice of an ending of 10, we come up against a new cycle. Free will card. It's down to you, Scorpio, or it's down to them. Because it's general, no one can ever really tell, right? It's a show and tell. It's like you have free will choice now to either reach out to someone or they do you, okay? You have free will to continue with the same person, okay? But will it still play out the same? But do you want to go forth fresh, new, on a new project, on a new idea? Do you want to reach out to someone, or is someone literally reaching? Is someone reaching? Okay, somebody wants an opportunity in life and someone's taking that opportunity in life, whatever that is, and they're saying, well, I'm grasping this with both hands. I am going to go forward. I am a savior. A savior. Someone going to have a savior. A savior. Or what's that? A car. Savior. Savior, Octavia, October, or I don't know what the names of cars are. We might be dealing with a cancer maybe, but an Octavia. So you go. So you got Sagittarius energy. So it comes out from the universe to say, there you go. But you have to maintain your balance of life. There's always a balance of life. So you could be reaching out to or they could be you. So it's either the star sign, or it's not, or it's the energy. This is high vibration. High vibration. Your vibration and your vitality of life is literally everything, okay? Your vibration is the attraction of your heart to be a high vibrational person, okay? But you have to consume one's energy. You have to consume your energy so you don't lash out or snap at people. But you consume one's energy and revert it back to yourself. Okay, when you can revert a mirror back to your own vibration, you have a good relationship with yourself. So you have a very good relationship with money, with prosperity, with joy, with happiness. I am God. I love myself. Okay, when you can do that, you have opportunities in life. Okay, because you love yourself, so you have a good relationship with everything. And somebody wants everything. Someone's attracting in attraction is a law of attraction. But you could be attracting in a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. If not, that's just the vibration of one's soul. Okay, your vibrational level. You've got to have a good vibrational level with yourself. You have to raise the standard of not to be egocentric or egotistical. You just have to have a good vibration and vitality of life to stand out from the crowd. Okay, so someone could be in a crowd that you could meet. In a crowd, let's see. So you could be getting an opportunity from a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Okay. So there's the opportunity, but somebody could be very worried about it. Somebody could be very worried that someone from their past may return. There's a return on their investment, and there's a return from the past. 9 is the day before ending. The day before it ends. There could be a very quick start to something, but it could play out a part in someone's fear and anxiety that this has happened again from the past. This is also like the ghost of Christmas passing, where something's passed, something's gone. Okay, something gets ignited in somebody, but then something goes as soon as it gets ignited. It could be a part of mindset, or it could just be literally from somebody's past that returns, is what I'm picking up, as a past returned. But somebody might want something else that can still be this ace of opportunity. Somebody might want an opportunity with someone else, but someone's fearful of it. Because regardless of this is a 1, and added to this is a 10. So it's a cycle that ended from the past. So it's getting very confusing already. But somebody's ready, but somebody might not be ready. Somebody's ready and somebody not be ready, and somebody could even be called Freddy. We don't know. Someone could be called Freddy Krueger. Somebody could be having anxiety and fear over reaching out or not. It's kind of like, well, on one hand I've got a fire sign, and on the other hand I've got another water sign too. But it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It means that on one hand that I do have an opportunity of life, of giving birth. Somebody might be giving birth to a child. Somebody might be giving birth to a new idea that they want to go forward on, but they have projects in order to complete that needs a completion of a cycle that's yet to be discovered or ended. Somebody could have lost the child. Could have done. That's not everybody. But they could have lost somebody, which is, well, whoever wins at war. Whoever wins in a fight. This is why you need to consume your energy. This is why, welcome to being spiritually awoke by Steve. This is why you don't talk about people. You know, if someone's talking about people and it causes this card, and if that happens, then the universe will always give you what you're concentrating on, which is somebody else. Somebody else, so you get returned back from the past. You know, it's law of attraction. But if you're concentrating more on fear and more on anxiety, what you're going to attract into your life? Fear and anxiety. Okay, someone could be suffering from anxiety, probably panic attacks, maybe. But somebody, if this is a card of PTSD, if it is, okay, they're very traumatized by something that they've heard. because this would be something that they found. This is the lost and the found and the profound that comes from out of space, but comes from out of God. Okay, so it's a clear energy, because it's after the fall as well. It's from the darkness becomes the light. It's after the darkness comes the light. It's the reckoning of a new day. You know, a new day is born. It could have a new child that's born, but someone could be fearing that they have children and that you're separated from them, or that they have children and that someone just doesn't know which way to go. Okay, now that can be a general energy that someone's betrayed, that's giving off that energy, that's attracting that back into their life, or it's someone that's moving forward fearlessly, because this can always be someone that forward movement, future forward, you know, forward fearlessly. Okay, forward fearlessly. Let's see. You see, this, what I'm picking up, okay, if this is an old person that you've been with for a long time, okay, the opportunity's probably arisen where you've been speaking to someone, okay, even if it's old or new, okay. Now, if this is like balancing of like, oh, well, which direction is it that I want to go? Do I want to go this way, or do I want to go that way? Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? Do I want to go this way, or do I want to go that way? This can be you or them or the energy that's around, okay. But this is the ghost of Christmas past, and also the future of what it predicts of as a prophet, of where we're in search for the prophet of an ending. Okay, so the soul is in search for an ending, but there's somebody that's very exhausted through their actions and responses from the past. Okay, so if you've been indicative with someone from a long past, this can lead people into illusion, karmic illusion also, okay? Because it can. Because people pull on you back from the past as a reflection of, you know, your head, that makes people worry and stress and fear, and that can be karmic attachment that plays itself a part of this card here. Because this card can be light and breezy and easy, okay? This card is like this can be someone that, okay, generally if you're connected, your mind is what creates your vibration. Your mind creates the vibration, okay? It's not the resonance of your soul. Your vibration of life does resonate as the vibration and the vitality that you have for life, okay? It really does. But that all comes and stems from the mind, of what you believe, of belief. It does, okay? So what you believe and belief, if you're indicative with a long time past, of Christmas past, you get into a cycle of the same. You know, it's leading up to another 10. It's leading, I'm sorry, but it is because of the 9 here. It's leading up to fear. That's what it's leading up to. Fear of rejection, codependency. Will it happen again? Will it not happen again? Will it happen again? Will it not happen again? You know? So if it's like long time past with the partner that you're with, this is what it's saying. After a day of awakening, of reckoning that there's another opportunity again. Okay? But if you want to play out the same cycle again, what we're heading for is this card again. You know, this card again. There you go. So messages could be very cutting, where it's cutting someone out, you see. This person stands alone, fearlessly. But sometimes people are traumatic through what things that have been done and said and what have happened to them in their past. There's no one to blame for that. But some people can then start to blame themselves, and that's what keeps part of their head in the past. You know, when you think and draw the energy back round to oneself, people might not like that in society. They might not like it. You know, they might not. This could be someone that doesn't like the fact that someone is moving on, because there is a moving on energy. But there's also someone that's afraid to approach, but their approach could be of this energy here, where it's too fast and furious. I did pick that up for another sign. Fast and furious. Someone could be coming in furiously. Temperance, I go off every variable of what I feel. Temperance can be someone that can easily start to have a very loving person, but could have a temper that leads to this approach here. You see. Leads to this approach. But you've got messages, you see, also. This is a message, can be. This is a message, can be. This is a message, it can be. And someone could be like, oh my God, I'm getting messages left, right and centre. Okay? Now, if that's good messages, they're good messages. Okay? And someone could just literally be exhausted, but they're like, wow, great, I've got loads of stuff to go forward on. Now I can go forward. That can be a spin also. Okay? But if we're talking about like a dynamic duo, because this can be a dynamic duo where there's a dynamic around something. If there's a dynamic, then it might be because there are loads of projects and things and messages that someone's sending, but it could be putting someone in a spin, you see. Dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends. 'Cause it's you, girl, that's making me dizzy. You're making me dizzy. Someone's like literally spinning around. I can see them spinning around and around. And it's like, oh my God, my head is going around and around and around. And someone is actually probably having an awakening or a headache. Someone could be giving someone a headache by giving them too much. This could even be information that's fed through the Akashic Records, through the amount of work and effort that you put into oneself. These can also be messages from Spirit. I'll just let people know that, because they are messages either way or forth. Okay? One more colour, please, to continue on. Too many cards. Just one card. There you go. So the truth. What I just heard straight away is the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Could be a Scorpio, another Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. Okay, guys. So this is where people will blame. YouTube is literally just a platform to give you the story that unfolds itself on YouTube. That's the story of whatever that comes to pass is the story of the energy from YouTube. Okay, the rest of it we'll go on to, but some people like are trying to face facts, okay, because the truth here could have been very cutting for some people, or it's too dynamic. But the truth sets you free on the 8th day of reckoning. You got two opportunities in life here. I think someone around you does also have options, or you have options. Now, options in life can literally be anything. You know, the last person you really want to start blaming is yourself, which is me. You know, I'm just your local spirit guide. I don't know people's lives. I try to stay out of people's lives, you know. But I deal with that in life is because I'm a tarot card reader. You know, so if you would like a tarot card reading, my link and my services are below if you want to reach out. Okay, reach out. Reach for the stars. Until this could be an Aquarian energy. Could be. Reach for the stars. Someone is really trying to go forward on a project also. Definitely on something that they want to go in. But they could have like society kind of stuff that's going on. That's just probably just making them a little bit like family members and things that are kind of going on. Could also be work. You know, trying to send out emails or send out or keep up. This is also a keeping up appearances for some. Some people are trying to keep up an appearance of pride that things are okay, but they're not. That's only for some. Some people are trying to keep up an appearance and they're trying to stay away from bad energy, okay? Because this would be someone that goes forward fearlessly, okay? And they would look after oneself. So that is also there because there's a lot of self cards, okay? This doesn't, like I said, this doesn't even have to be a bad card. It really does depend on what comes out through the energy. But this can be just like exhaustion. It can be exhaustion for some, like heat stroke is what I'm picking up. Heat stroke for some people. Heat stroke, different strokes. Different strokes. What's that? What's the matter with you, Willis? Willis? Different strokes. There's now queerer than folk, right? There's now queerer than folk. There's now queerer than folk. Folklore. Some of you could be looking into folklore or spiritual or religion. Folklore. But some of you are actually exhausted through the relationship, where you might have offers in loads of different directions, or if it's just one person that keeps sending out messages, but they keep doing it through this Nine of Swords, depending on how, if that is a bad energy, someone just wants to break free of that, and they want more of a clearer understanding of themselves. But also someone might be feeling lonely, that they want messages, or they're just getting a load of messages. Someone could have like children, okay, children, and they've got kids, and one could be very relaxed and calm and all that kind of stuff, and the other one might be suffering through something that could be a reflection of why you might be feeling this way. It's because your kids are feeling that way, and it's really because you're feeling that way. It's a reflection of why the kids might be doing that, because you might be understanding that it's something that you're doing in your life that's happening around that dynamic that's causing a dynamic. You know, everything in life is always about you. Always, 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 always. 222 on the clock. 2220. 0. So 0 could be a Scorpio. Piscean energy, which is the Fool, which is the day of darkness. After the day of reckoning becomes 0. Dark and light. Fighting. Some of you are fighting. Some of you are fighting spiritually. Because this is freedom. This is truth speaking. This is freedom. Fighting dark and light forces of 0. Of 0. Because I just picked up from 0 to hero is what I picked up also. Because it's like a 0 to hero kind of thing. Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. Right? Princes of the universe. Someone's like a freedom fighter. Someone fights a lot, and someone's just a freedom fighter is what I'm also picking up. Like a freedom fighter. They might teach and stuff. But there are opportunities to teaching. What, you know, the Ace of Swords just mean, and the Ace of Wands mean everything to life, because it's the keys that are offered to you. So we're going to go one more card of looking at the 7th day. Please give me one more card. Okay, we're going to take that one and not those. So you've got the 4, okay? So, 6. The 6 is a reflection also of the past returning. Also, you know, the 6th day is the day before rest, of putting things to rest, is moving on. You see, it's moving on. So the energy is moving on. Someone is moving on. Someone, like I said, someone is moving on through this sword here, is moving on away from this energy here that seems to be, it depends. But someone is moving on. They could have children, okay, or they could just be moving on. Because, you know, 6s always talk about reflection of where we've come from, always. Of where we come from is a choppy karmic past, you know. So if you relate that to the relationship that you're in, there's a choppy past that you've had with someone, but there might be someone that you have a relationship with now where it's more calmer, or you're just generally more calmer within yourself. But sixes always talk about reflection that might have come in from the truth about the past, and it might be very like disturbing, because there is a disturbing energy here for some, where there might be just like, well, just as I'm now, moving on, or did move on, now there's a disturbing energy where the truth now sets you free, which is karmically, which is settling. But you never settle for the past, you see. This energy moves on. It moves on. It doesn't settle for the past. That's why it's going forward, future forward looking. It carries everything that's happened and moving away from choppy waters, but moving away from things that are future orientated of what's best for oneself after the reflection that happens through the ripples of water of a choppy past, of this choppy past here. So whatever that is for people, I've got no idea, because someone's disappeared. Someone's disappearing. Someone's appearing that they've disappeared, but they may not have done. Also, I don't know. But it's like I appear missing. It's like I just appear missing. Someone's putting up a signpost of missing. Oh, I just heard children. That's not for everybody, and that's not a future prediction. But I just see a billboard of I appear missing. But that would be Queens of the Stone Age, I appear missing, a great song. This was talk about a vampire. But also, I just heard something to do with missing. Someone appears that they're missing. Now, I'm not going to put people down that path of your traumatic past misses you, because I think that puts people back into a karmic illusion, and I really do. But that's up to you. That's up to everybody, okay? But there might be someone that's missing something. There's something that's missing. There's a piece to the puzzle that's missing. A piece to the puzzle that's missing. It could be a child that's missing, or a family member that's gone like walkabout, is what I heard. Like a family member that's not like missing, but they've just like left, or someone's just left somebody. This is what is kind of turning out. It's like it starts off, but then someone appears missing, like they've just left. Like Elvis has left the building, but left, and they've moved on for some. Like they've moved on from the past, which is like the past of six. They've moved on from the past. But someone is like I said, left in the middle, which is stuck in the middle of you, stuck in the middle of the dynamic, stuck in the middle. So some people are going to think, well, I'm just stuck right in the middle of it. Why am I in the middle of it? Why am I right in the middle with people giving me shit? Or like, that's what I'm saying. You've got to reserve and consume your energy. But there could be some people around you that are just giving you shit about stuff that you want to do alone. Like this person would be reliant on oneself also. Their self-growth and worth and value of like knowing that there's something out there and that they want to go forward fearlessly of it. But this energy is kind of swaying around the energy of like someone could be giving them like an earful, like, because of what I'm saying is what I'm picking up is that some people in life, if they panic and they worry about things, this can be someone that panics and worries, okay? If they panic and worry in life in general, and then they come in steaming like a bull, okay, or whatever it is, with loads of like shit and crap, what does that do when you manifest good things into your life? When you're independent, structured being of light that has a good temperament, okay, when people in life start battering your head in, say for instance, okay, what are they concerned about? Money, worry, stress, fear, panic, because they don't have something. okay, don't have something. So when they don't have something, what do they do? They need something, okay? So 9s can mean about sacrifice of also needy, right? Can be. So please don't like flip at me, people, because I'm trying to just read the cards with no ego. But when that happens, they can pull you back into a cycle because it's not ended. There is no ending that's appeared missing here yet. So someone might be hearing something that they don't like, and for some what they do like, because it gives freedom either way, okay? But generally in life, when they don't have something, they panic and they worry, and then what do? They act out. They act out of a response to get a reaction. Action and response, very much so. Actions and a response to an action that someone's saying that could be dynamic, that's leaving it into a dynamic, okay? That's what I'm really picking up. So we're going with the flow now. So when someone doesn't have something that they want and what they need in life, they're obviously distorting certain manners of life, okay? That's just no dig at people. But this is what happens through manifesting, and this is what my strong belief is to help people generally through being a light worker, you know. So we're moving energy now around trying to make things more positive to people to guide them out, you know. So in life in general, when this can happen, it causes a dynamic because someone is panicked, can be panic stricken or panic worried, okay? Could be a paramedic, or so a paramedic, or someone might want a paramedic, or they are a paramedic for some. But that could also be I also heard another word through that, paraplegic, or something. Because this could be like blood pressure, someone's blood pressure, to look after your blood pressure, you know, blood pressure for some people. So someone's blood could be boiling. This is what I'm saying. Thank you, Spirit. Someone's blood can be boiling because they're panic stricken. So they will act out of a response because they're panic stricken. They're panicking, they're worrying, which leads back to what? The start. Leads back to the start. Razor light. Panic stricken. If you're panic stricken and you worry, then what are you manifesting as God always says yes? That card. You know, that's them then, or you, or somebody around you. But somebody around you, if they're panic stricken, then it stops your here. So the truth might then set you free or set them free, where a family in general becomes more settled in general when you deal with what's dealt. Dealing with what's dealt out to you also karmically would also mean receiving and giving. Because there's some people receiving and giving things. Now, if someone acts out of a karmic response of an action, then you receive something back in return. So a lot of you that don't like get into dynamics, this sets you free. Even this news could set you free. Like this, sorry, I just heard even this news can set you free. Someone's got some news to say to somebody about something. But like I said, if this is bad news, this person is panic stricken and they will act out of a response to raise a trigger, to raise awareness. So thank you. So I'm telling people there is an awareness. Raise awareness. If it's to do with narcissism and control, it can play itself out in many forms, where the person would constantly think about bad than good. Okay, if you're suffering from PTSD or trauma through narcissism, then when they return from the past, okay, if that does happen with some people, because I do promote that a lot as well through karmic attachment, people go through violent relationships in life, or they go through a very bad experience. So if you've been indicadent with a very bad experience, okay, do you think that a soulmate or a twin flame is a bad experience? So what are you casting judgment upon? Yourselves. You'll cast it upon yourself. That's why I'm going to start to tell people about witchcraft and all that stuff that seems to be floating around in different energies. You cast judgment upon yourself. Your soulmate wouldn't hurt you. You wouldn't have a traumatic past or experience with the soulmate, not the future forward-looking one, you know, because it depends on how much love and respect and care you have about yourself to attract in the same vibrational person. Okay, so this is where people get very confused with what a true soulmate is, because of karmic past and a karmic leech. Because you're surrounded in karma, family karma, everything's karma, money karma, everything's karma, everything. Law of attraction is everything. Okay, so when you've had a traumatic past like this, okay, if it's been very traumatic, what happens? A karmic leech. It stops you from moving forward fearlessly. Okay, so it attaches itself to you of actions and responses of things in life. And that's why they come very much similar to what a soulmate is, because someone's codependent on of trying to understand what love is, of trying to really understand what love is. You know, that's very similar to what soulmates can reflect of this belief system that people are going around saying it is. It's not. You've not really manifested a great person in your life, because you need to become great in order to manifest the future of someone that's very stable, caring, nurturing, loving, that will give you everything that you give to yourself of what you already have, what you already live in presently, of what you already have. Okay? So if you have family karma, well then you have family karma. Okay? But you have to, that's different. We're not going into that. That's just stuff that you still need to separate yourself from their energy. You do. You need to consume it. You don't snap at someone that snaps. You just let them say the piece and let them go on their way. They'll soon chill out and relax if it's a family member. They soon get bored if you don't give them a response, because they're panicking. You know, they're panicking. But if that relates to a love relationship that you've been in with someone and it's been very traumatic, you know... Sorry, Scorpio, I don't know why I'm going down this road. You know, someone's going down a long and winding road, but there is an energy that's breaking free. You know, there is a, like, I broke free and I've moved on kind of energy. But there's an energy here that I can't get over, that might be through this temperance card of this snap energy. Snap. Snap talked about a dancer, right? A dancer. Someone could be a dancer. Tiny prancer. A dancer or a tiny prancer. But Snap was, what was the song? Dancer. Dancer. Rhythm on the dance floor. Someone's got rhythm. Someone's got rhythm. Rhythm on the dance floor. But it was by Snap, wasn't it? Right, one of those. But like I said, someone could snap, like I'm saying. Someone, there is an energy around you that could snap. So you don't snap back. As you get back to reality. Back to reality. Whoop, there goes Rabbity. Rabbit, again, that fucking white rabbit keeps appearing. Someone's disappearing, a white rabbit. Snap back to reality. Whoop, there goes Rabbity. Whoop. Someone likes M&M's. Someone likes Eminem. Someone's blooded. Someone likes music as well. Someone likes music. There's a calming influence around their life around music. Purity, see. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop channeling. That's your reading so far, Scorpio. Okay. So on the 8th day, we go now on to the 8th day. So we also clarify these. We could, because people, they back off and they probably leave me a bad comment or they dislike it. Well, that's just people in general. People can do, you know, I have no shade against anybody. You're free to do what you like. You have free will, right? I'm just a channeled reader, right? And I run a channel. It's very difficult. Well, no, it's not. It's great. It's easy. I love it. I love it. It's easy. See? See? That's what you have to tell yourself, but we'll do that at a different time. But, you know, you have to love what you do, you know. But what we do is, this is the YouTube story. This Clarified is literally the story that gets me to look over the whole thing and say, this and this and this and this is more than likely about that, about the situation. This is just the situation at hand. This is about the situation. You see, that's what a lot of people miss, is the information. It's the information given to them, you know. Information. There's a lot of it. And it's great, you know. It's a good worldwide knowledge of information. Someone has good information. But generally, then, we look into your 8th day of reckoning. What happens after the 8th day, okay? So this is within 7 days. This is clarified to tell me what the story is about. And then we go on the 8th day of what happens on the 8th day. 8th day a week. But there's more than 8 days in a day and a week and a year and a century. Time is literally just there. God did not make a clock. He made somebody that made a clock. Right? And then he made music. And then we rock around the clock and we feel like we're going mad. Right? So what we're going to deal with is that. So you have two options, okay? There will be Patreon. Everybody can join Patreon, and I wish you'd come over there with us all, okay? Also, if you can just do me a favour and go over to my business page. It is also in the description, and to leave it a like and to leave it, what do you call it? You can star and rate the actual page if you would, and then also share it amongst everybody else. I really would appreciate that. Like and share this video if you can, and leave me a comment. To say something really positive would be really good. To say something positive about yourself, that would be brilliant, okay? And give love, share love, okay? But there is options of Patreon, okay? You can join Patreon, and that gives you access to literally everything. There's only one tier. You have access to everything. Every reading that I do is all put over onto Patreon. And to join Patreon, you can just have everything, okay? If not, and you just want to watch this reading, then that is also over on Vimeo, and it'll be in the bi-weekly folder, okay? All the links are in the description below, as long as an email for a reading if you would like one. And if you would just do that, if you would go over to Becoming the Change and just leave it a like and a comment, something like that, and then share it amongst people, I'll be very much grateful for that help. Okay, guys? Okay, I'll see you soon.